Hi everyone. Tonight is Monday, May 18th, 2015. This is part of our secret section where we dive into things really quickly, and hopefully you've gone over a lot of the other information we've been showing for the last few years. We're going to take a look at here where this gentleman named Dean Potter, he did these base jumps through this, jumping off of different objects and just clearing them in his wing outfit, like a winged suit through there that the jumpers use. This is him right here. Well, he passed away on a jump in Yosemite, and he had another man with him named Graham Hunt. They were jumping together, and they both did not make it past an outcropping. They were trying to sail past a certain outcropping, and instead they ended up hitting into it at that point. But they were known for all of these different things that they did through here. Risk takers, if you will. And Dean was known for having his dog with him right here. See this? His dog was not with him this time. He didn't have his dog with him. Well, we're going to show something. As crazy as this is, we're going to show that this shows the end of the age coming. The Graham character means war. We've shown this before, that the character's name of Graham, who was with this man at that point, see, Graham Hunt was with him. They both died. Graham means war. All the way down to just like here where Kelsey Grammer played in Transformers Age of Extinction, and he was trying to start a new world order with the CIA right there, just like Graham means war. This happened in Transformers Age of Extinction. Well, this man's known for having his dog with him. See his dog right there? Let's take a look at something. He jumped off of Taft Point right here. Graham means war. It means like the first two horsemen coming of the apocalypse, as we've shown. This is where they were jumping, right here off of Taft Point. This is going to show everything we've been showing is coming. Now do you see how crazy this world is? Do you see the dog mapped out as a pope? This represents the Revelation 13 beast coming, just like the Pope being carried by the Russian bear, as we've shown before. You see how it says Madera, like a mad era, as we've been showing, just like this, mutual, assured, distraction, M-A-D. Do you see how wild this world is now that we are in, and how the spiritual realms control everything? Literally, the universe. It's just wild or what? So there's the dog on the back with this guy coming representing the bull, as we've been showing. And they're doing the mark of the beast. Look at that. That's right by the lines. Do you see that? Do you see his eye right there? How perfect that is? Just hold your vision right there for a second. Don't let it bounce. Don't bounce. Control yourself. The types of things that we're dealing with is you need to control like every thought that you have, and even make sure that thought is what you want to do through there. That's the way you discern spiritual things. Look at that right there. The dog's name is called Whisper, just like whispering into the people's ears. Do you see that? Okay, well, now you're stepping into some of my world that I go through daily on daily events. I cannot even show all the things that I see all day long happening around me. But there we go. We're nearing this time again. Just like him falling. They fell. That's what they did. They died on a fall, just like receiving a grievous head wound, then to rise back up. Okay, remember we showed the name as Graham for war. Let's go on. Let's keep going. Watch this. Let's go have some fun. On killedbypolice.net, as we've shown, it's not always one side or the other. The spiritual realms will play both. The police officer shooting somebody, or even an unarmed person, or a criminal shooting the police. But these signs are all around us. May 12th, Graham was taken down by the police. See there? And he actually died from being tasered. Remember here. See Graham Hunt? Like the second horseman of the apocalypse is coming, Potter is going to represent the first horseman of the apocalypse coming. The first two horsemen are coming. Graham means war, and to go on the hunt, and for the mad era. Everything goes crazy, the time of blurred lines, as we keep saying. As we explained, it's almost like a curse comes upon the world, a magical curse. This person here, this Graham, was killed by the police. He was trying to, they say he punched a woman, just like the serpent coming after the woman. In this movie, let's get down here. In this movie, Kelsey Grammer sent a guy that had a big snake on his arm, a tattoo, to kill the woman. Literally. Graham went after this woman right here. And Mark Wahlberg had to save him. See right there? That represented that woman right there being killed. Well, he didn't get to kill her. He didn't make it. But there's Graham. Now, in this situation, Graham punched a woman in the face. She called the police on him. They came over and he was acting erratically on Castle Boulevard. At 13900 block of Castle Boulevard. He was acting erratically. He wouldn't take his hands out of his pockets. So they tasered him. And then they took him to the hospital, and he just didn't act right after that. He ended up dying 2 days later. They took him to the Holy Cross Hospital, and he died at the Silver Spring, just like the end of the Silver Age and the Golden Age coming. So remember, this is how this symbolism is. It's like magic, and that's how you have to discern it. Just as when Jesus turned the water into wine. The power of God, it happened just like magic. You don't need to argue those finer points. Let's move on as detectives. See this right here? So, are we going to go over to 13900 block of Castle Boulevard and actually see the same thing that we're seeing here from Taft Point? Are we going to see this Graham character coming to do the mark of the beast, and now the dogs on top of him? See, the dogs are on top? Before, the dogs were underneath this burden. Now it's like all the dogs being set on top. Just as we showed on this Egyptian glyph. Remember, from Abraham to Jesus went to Egypt. Moses was taken out from underneath the burdens of Egypt. Here comes that mad clown. M-A-D. See him? The 5? There he is, coming with the key to open the abyss. Up here ends up the wheel of the Great Tribulation, and Jesus and the woman go way up here on top of the dog. And they judge the world as the wheel turns. See here? Now the dog is on top of him. Everybody else would be way up here. And this represents the great millstone that has been cast down. The wheel of the Great Tribulation. All through there. Will we be able to see that if we go over to here at 13900 block, where Graham punched a woman in the face, exactly as in the book of Revelation, the serpent coming after the woman? Let's go look. This is the one here in Taft. Perfect by every line. So let's head over to the next area. So here we are. This is where the other Graham that attacked the woman got tasered, put down. See Washington right there? Right here. 13900 Castle Boulevard. I did not finish this area yet, but right here you see this shoe where it represents the foot of Jesus Christ bruising the beast's head, and here he is right here with the dog on top of his head, ready to go. See that by every line? See the dog area? There he is again, rising back up after the grievous head wound to go after the Christians. Look at that. That is the same picture we just showed over there in California. Look at that. Perfect by the lines. Wow. We're nearing the end of days. Isn't this wild? See how this is a boot? And then this represents the heel of Jesus Christ bruising the beast's head, the serpent. That thing right there as he falls. And then it's going to be a mad, mad time upon earth. It's just going to be crazy. Time of blurred lines, as they call it. So there you go, the same thing we just showed in California. That means war, the second horseman of the apocalypse. Confess with your mouth, the Lord is Jesus. Believe in your heart, God hath risen him from the dead, and you'll be saved. Hallelujah. Thank you very much, everybody. This is real and right in front of us. May God have mercy on us all. Hallelujah.